We're just jumping right into it, baby. Welcome back. Oh shit! You did not mean to hit start recording.
No, I didn't.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. This is what we look like. I know, disappointed, but stick with us. Who knows? Maybe we'll get better looking. What a week for everybody. Welcome back. Also, as you can tell, we're not together. I don't know if you ever knew that from the first time.
Well, we're together, just not together.
In spirit. Yeah, what a week for guys. I mean, some great games, some weird games, and our first tie. Because ties in football make so much sense.
Are you ready for some professionalism?
Yeah, let's see it, Noah.
I fell asleep at halftime.
Ooh, do you want to see some more professionalism?
Yeah.
I passed out high off my ass in the middle of the second quarter of the Ravens-Chiefs game.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, I did not miss much.
You did not miss much. All right. Yeah, it was. What happened to you?
You were a little soft. I turned you up.
I always come in hard.
Yeah, I got you hard. Don't worry, boy. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we got some games to get into.
These are all my smut books.
These are all my girly porn books.
Yeah.
I'll have you know,
Yeah.
I don't think I've dated a girl that has not read those books, like those types of
It
books.
seems like they're all the rage now. I think I should read them.
I'm not going to actually spoil that secret. That's a secret for another, maybe potentially another day.
What's the secret?
Yeah, I'm not. No, that's again another time. I may tell you separately. I'm not about to air this shit out in the world.
That's what you hold inside on the podcast. You have said a lot of crazy shit.
Trust me, there's what I've said on this podcast is tame to what I say every day at work, and my bosses can attest.
That's fair enough.
All right.
It's so weird.
I know it's so weird seeing you on a screen and not next to me. I can't touch you. I can't touch you.
I'm kind of cool with this. I don't really want you next to me.
Wow. Okay. And now you guys see the level of our friendship. A guy is like, yeah, I like you better when you're not around me.
I'll do the podcast, but can we do it from a long, long distance?
Listen, I like the idea of a podcast. I just don't like the
like
idea of
you.
sitting next to you. I'll be honest. It's you. It's not me. But speaking of you, how about we start with your Steelers, who played a fucking early-ass game, so early that I got up, went for a morning hike, came back, forgot the game was on, and turned to see DK score an 80-yard touchdown that fucked me in my fantasy games. So that's how my Sunday started. So as
My
you all
Sunday
know,
started great.
Yeah.
I hate getting up early, but it was well worth it. I was with one of my Vikings friends. Viking fan
you
friend.
got a friend in me.
Jake. And he did not have a great morning while I did.
Yeah, it was not a great day for Vikings fans. Although they made it kind of a game in like the second half.
Well, typical Steelers fashion, they can't just like win a game. They have to.
You can't just wire to wire dominate. You got to give some action in there at some point.
Exactly, because they started off hot. But that defense definitely looks good. And Kenneth Gainwell, my guy, is he?
Yeah, you guys had
he
131 rushing yards. It was crazy.
And 19 and 2 touchdowns, and it was 5.2 yards per carry.
Yeah, and Rodgers looked pretty decent too. 18 for 20.
The offense was clicking, and that defense was good. And I gotta say that defense was pretty hurt. In the second half, we were missing Joey Porter Jr. and at some point, Jalen Ramsey got hurt. And they still held up. The scary decision to punt the ball on that 4th and 1 in the second half and give them a chance to come back. I'm not a big fan of, because being down 2 cornerbacks and going up against Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson was showing to not work. I mean, Carson Wentz had 350 passing yards that game,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
most of
it's
that was in
crazy.
the second half. But it ended up working out for them. And some of our backups, bro, actually step up big. And Carson Wentz was not having a great day at all.
No,
He
like
threw 2 picks.
his stats showed that he had like an okay day, but even still, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 84.5 passer rating, 350
Mm-hmm.
yards. Like he put up the stats, but 30 for
Mm-hmm.
46.
Deshaun
I mean,
Elliott had a pick on him.
yeah, I mean, it was one of those where I thought the Vikings defense was going to play better than it did. I thought they were going to get to Rodgers a bit more. I thought they were going to create some like pressure, create some turnovers, but
Is our offensive line stepping up?
yeah. So it's one of those things. Rodgers also getting the ball out quick.
Yeah, he's doing
I
a good
will
job.
say
None of them are really deep passes, but
this is giving me such 10-0 Steelers vibes with Big Ben and get blown out by Baker in the wild card. I'm getting
I think it's different.
I'm getting such we're racking up these weird wins that like we play well and then we are not playing well. Like we just can't seem to like string that wire to wire win that like some others have. It's one of those where you're like always got to have it interesting, and I think that might be an issue down the line.
I mean, that was our kind of like our MO throughout the years is keeping these games close and winning these one-score games. And I think I saw a stat where Tomlin has a crazy win percentage in these one-score games. But it's a formula that works for us, and we are sitting at the top of the AFC North, looking nice and happy. I mean,
listen, I can't deny the
who'da
results.
thunk
Like
it?
you are 3-1. Who'd have thunk it?
who'd thunk it?
It's one of those like you can do
My
that.
foot's so itchy.
You could talk yourself into like, oh, they could be 2-2, they could be 1-3, like you can with any team. I don't know. It's just one of those where I haven't kind of like. I mean, Indianapolis Colts let me down, but like not in the same level of the Colts, but you're like, wow, they're 3-1. That's great for them right now. Do we see them continuing on a 3-1 pace for like the rest of the season and ending 13-4? Or like, I don't know. I don't know if I can see the Steelers consistently rattling off like.
Are you
4
comparing
wins
us to the
one.
Colts?
I am just saying the type of feel that I get for the wins right now are like these are great wins. You started off amazing for the season. Will it be able to sustain and continued? I'm just not sure. I don't know if I'm willing to bet like they'll stay on a 3 to 4 wins per loss basis. I don't know if I'm like ready to give that to the Steelers.
I think that's fair. I think we have a lot of studs on that defense. So, I mean, Peyton Wilson, our rookie from last year, I get it was a blown coverage thing against Jordan Addison, but he tracked that boy down.
Yeah.
Patrick Queen had a great game, and TJ Watt getting in there, got that interception on Carson.
Yeah, TJ Watt really looked good this game. I think it was the time I think he really started like showing that he's still TJ Watt and not.
And I mean, even just like throwing in some of the backups, like I said, they stepped up. I think that defense is officially back, and the offense kind of showed its guns a little bit.
Yeah, I mean Rodgers is getting the ball out quick, which is a good look. Not a lot of deep. Like DK had the 80-yarder, but I think it was not like it didn't. That ball was not in the air for like 50+ air yards. Or
Oh
like
no, they're not really throwing it deep, and no other wide receiver had over 40 yards.
Yeah.
On the day, DK had 126 with 1 touchdown, targeted 5 times with 5 receptions.
Yeah, and that 80 yards.
Yeah, and he had 98 yards after catch. So I mean, if you take that into consideration, Rodgers threw for 200 yards, and DK had 98 of those yards after catch. So
yeah, it's one of those things. A lot of yak.
But it's perfect for what we need right now.
And that I think is like for what you need right now going forward, is that style of play for the offense going to be able to continue to win you these games when all the others, like the Bills and the Chiefs, really start like figuring, if not, they've already figured themselves out. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you guys do end up seeing them in the playoffs, if you guys do get there, which it looks like you're on a very good path to.
I think we're on an excellent path to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
it seems like the Bengals can't score more than 3 points a game, and the Browns are the Browns, and right now the Ravens are 1-3 with Lamar being hurt.
hurt. Yeah, so it's the sun is shining in Pittsburgh.
Let's
That
go.
is for sure.
Let's go.
And the clouds are starting to break in New England, I believe. It was a very rainy day for us last week. But, just when the Panthers come to town, it's going to be a good, feel-good game. Putting up 42 on them. Special teams playing out of its mind. Marcus Jones, God, if you only scored that second punt return touchdown, I really could have used the fantasy points.
Yeah, I didn't really catch much of this game, but I do have a lot of Patriots players in my lineups in fantasy, so I was able to see like, Drake May did pretty decent for me.
Yeah, so I was at a bar with a buddy of ours watching the game,
Who would that
and
be?
it did not start well. Troy, me and Troy.
And by
We went
bar, do
out.
you mean Buffalo Wild Wings? Because I was in that group chat. That's not.
No, we went to Chips.
Oh,
But we
switched
sat at
up.
the outside bar that they put out there, and we were the ones that got that place started because then everyone started sitting outside. But game did not start well. Fucking Bryce Young dog walked our defense down the field, and we were like, okay, we're in for a long day. Offense goes on like immediately 3 and out, and we're like, okay, punt the ball back. Our defense gets a stop, and they punt the ball, and that's when the game turned. When Marcus Jones decided to turn on the Jets and sprint by every single Panthers special teams player and then convoy of Patriots players into the end zone. And I think that just kind of started getting the ball rolling because from then on we scored 42 unanswered on the Panthers.
Crazy.
We were started finally running the ball a little bit with the rookie. Got his first touchdown of the season, which was incredible. Drake May,
Anderson.
14 for 17, 202, 2 touchdowns. Really efficient. Some really nice ball placement in this game, which I was really happy to see. A back shoulder to Stephon Diggs on the sideline, which is a great pass. Hitting Diggs on a crossing route in man coverage was another really nice ball placement. I'm really starting to like what I'm seeing from the development wise of Drake May. It just seems like he's finding his poise and delivering some really nice catchable balls. That the ball placement is really impressive, and now is just kind of figure out when to let it like rip, take those chances, and when to make sure not to throw a red zone pick or anything like that. But being said, no turnovers this game, and we kind of see the results. If we just don't shoot ourselves in the foot,
A
we
lot
could
different
be
than the
a
other week
decent team. Yeah, a
when you guys
0
had 5
turnover a game versus 5 turnover a game, like it's crazy. Crazy. Who knows? If we had just 3 turnovers against Pittsburgh, who knows? But
2 in the red zone.
2 in the red zone, obviously it hurts. But even then, like again, 5 turnovers, it just is 5 turnovers. You can't do anything about that. 0 turnovers this game. Great. No fumbles from anyone. Carolina had a little bit more rushing yards than us, but our defense that game pretty much held the Panthers' offense in check the entire time until the Red Rocket came out to relieve Bryce Young and then walked down the field to score a garbage time touchdown, which was fucking
Ooh, we
hysterical.
got an Andy Dalton appearance.
We had an Andy Dalton 5 for 6, 58 yards and a TD. It was crazy. Just
Trying to
coming
look at some
out there.
Drake May stats. Games where he throws less than 30. He's looking pretty nice. In
Yeah.
both the losses, let's see here. Yeah, in both the losses, they have at least 35 attempts. So if
Yeah.
you ask Drake May to throw 35 or more times, the recipe is not really there, but they only had him throw, 17 this game?
Yeah. And
Which-
that's what
for a young guy,
That's
you know.
yeah, and hitting 14 of the 17 attempts. Like what I like about him is I think the accuracy a lot too. Like
Yeah.
I saw a stat. I was like, he's the first quarterback. I don't think ever, but it was the first in a while for like 75% completion percentage, 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown for like the first like 2 or 3 games or something like that. It was one of those like weird like stats where I caught at like the bottom of like an ESPN sports video. But
My
yeah,
fit.
definitely a get right game. I think it gives us confidence going into Buffalo. I don't obviously think we're going to win that game, but it'll be one of those. If the Bills maybe aren't bringing their best, who knows? It could turn into a game, and then at that point, any given Sunday.
Hmm.
But I think I'm very confident and very pleased with what I've seen from Drake May. He's kind of like any young raw quarterback. If you give him time if you just don't let him get pressured every single fucking down, he's going to develop and play nicely. Just need to give him the assets in which to grow. You can't throw him into a dumpster fire and be like, "Save us."
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, no, doesn't happen.
And it seems like their added weapon, Stephon Diggs, stepped up this game a lot with 7 targets, 6 receptions, and 101 yards. So
Yeah, it was. I
maybe it's on
I
the
don't want to use
turnaround.
I don't want to use the word step up because I think he's been playing a decent season throughout. I think just him and Drake May's like kind of timing and route understanding is getting better. Like
Hmm.
Drake now knowing that he's like, oh, if I see the corner shading at the outside of Stephon, I know to throw the ball back shoulder towards the sideline. And I know that my receiver knows the same thing. When he sees that corner shading the inside, he knows that the ball should be placed back shoulder towards the sideline. And now them knowing that each of them know that, the timing works better. Like we see like that the pass he had to get Stephon down at like the 5-yard line, like the crossing man coverage route they had. I think it's just those little timing and understanding and trust of my quarterback knows what he's doing and my receiver knows not what he's doing, but where to be in the exact place and time for me.
Hmm.
And I think just as that continues to go on throughout the season, it could develop really nicely and then work its way towards developing towards the other offensive players. But happy. Henderson, first career touchdown. Hopefully many more to come. Please use the rookie more. Use the rookie! Although Ramondre had an okay game, I guess. Didn't fumble,
Yeah,
so congrats to
I
you.
don't know why I went with the Patriots running back thing in fantasy football this year. It's never worked in the past, and I thought maybe this year would be a difference. It has not.
No,
It has not for me. I need them
at
to
all.
start handing it to Henderson a lot more.
I'm hoping that they kind of like see that how well it works now. Like, oh, if we just hand him the ball, he could do really well. Just
I
a quick
think
note on the Panthers. Trash. Moving on.
yeah, it's really disappointing to see them
It is sad.
like because they were on such a hot streak towards the end of last year, but
Yeah,
like
and Bryce was playing well.
Bryce isn't really playing well this year. I don't think Chuba Hubbard has had a very big season. And like Tech can only do so much. Like I don't even know where you start with rebuilding
Yeah,
that team. Like I
yeah.
just don't think Bryce
Honestly,
is
I
it.
mean, I don't know. I, I remember when like the owner, like there was issues with him, like a few years back. I think this franchise, after losing Cam, like it's just one of those like they're still kind of like how the Colts, although the
I
Colts are
mean,
a better run organization. Since Andrew Luck left, they're just in this constant like scrambling of finding a QB.
even
For
when
the
they had
Panthers,
Cam, it seemed like they couldn't get a consistent. Like they'd
no,
get one
Cam
season of
literally
like
had to
11 and
carry that
5.
broken franchise.
Yeah, all the way to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It really shows
I
you
wish
how
he
good
did
that guy was.
dude. He was God, Cam. Drake May shout out. Hit that on the Panthers fans.
Oh,
on his touchdown run.
That's Cam's thing. He can't fucking take that.
He did that to the Panthers. Well, Cam Newton was his guy. Cam Newton was his guy.
And I mean...
He played in North Carolina.
Cam probably liked that, seeing as the Panthers never acknowledge him anymore.
He did. He actually, I think he responded on Instagram to like the video of it. That's good. God damn, I love football. Football is so. I'm so happy when the Patriots win. My mood is so determined whether or not they win or lose.
Don't get used to it.
I know. Hey,
just get.
I mean, not for this next week. Listen, if we just play well this next week and are competitive, I'll be happy.
I mean, you never know.
Keep it a game. Don't get blown out. Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. I mean, the Giants just beat the Chargers, so.
Crazy. Jackson.
My Giants pick coming to fruition.
Maybe coming to fruition, although then Jackson Dart got hurt. Although I think he's going to be back for next week.
It's okay, they got James.
Also, of time of recording, the Niners and Rams game, I believe, is going on. We have no knowledge of what is going on.
I have some knowledge.
Well, Noah has insider knowledge.
Well, because I got my NFL Pro loaded up. Right now, the Niners are beating the Rams 14-0. With 10 minutes left of the second quarter.
And you know who is starting that game for the 49ers?
Mac Jones, baby.
Mac Jones, baby. Return of the Mac. Oh, ridiculous. Brock Purdy, look out. Your starting job is in trouble.
Who would have thought it? Not me.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Who would have thought maybe Brock Purdy's just a system guy?
Yeah, right? God, no one's ever said that before. All right. I want to get into this next game because, God,
before you do that, what
happened? Where'd you go? We missed you.
All right. Are you ready for the next episode? Boy, what one do you want to go over? Boy, my boy.
So I really want to talk about this game. I really want to talk about Packers-Cowboys. I know you didn't get to see too much of it.
I missed a lot of it. Did you see they announced Bad Bunny?
Yeah, they did. Packers-Cowboys, let's start with it. Ends in a 40-40 tie.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe I missed that.
I can't, yeah. Both quarterbacks, Love, 31-43. 337 yards, three TDs, no picks. Dak, 31 for 40, 319 yards, 3 TDs, no picks. These quarterbacks pretty much played identical. I will tell you, Dak outplayed Jordan Love.
That's not great.
There was some. I'm gonna put that Dak thoroughly out. Not thoroughly, but Jordan Love had some throws, especially in the second half, where he just missed some guys that would have put. I think it would have gave Green Bay the win, just because they were drive enders, him missing third down guys. But he had a strip sack that caused a fumble. That was the only turnover of the game. Dak looked poised throughout the entire game. It was Dak was just yeah, we're not losing this game. We may not win, but we're definitely not going to lose. And I think that Packers defense is not good.
They don't feel like they're hitting as hard as they should.
So I think that week 1 against the Lions is looking more and more like an aberration. We got Micah, week 1 of the season. It's a new year. Let's go. Big energy right out of the gate, and they have pittered since then. And, Green Bay had 164 yards rushing. That's pretty decent for them. I think Dallas had 117 yards.
I feel like the
I
offense
like it.
really runs through Josh Jacobs.
Yeah,
If they can get the
definitely.
ground game going,
Romeo Dobbs is an incredible wide receiver. I think he had 3 touchdowns on the day, which was just great. He carved up the Dallas secondary.
but their wide
Dallas secondary
receivers
is
are like prone to do that. Like they'll have like Christian Watson will have a day, and then the next game it's like Romeo Dobbs. Like, but they're not going to consistently be there. And
no.
maybe that's a Jordan Love thing. Like Jordan Love just might not be the guy. But like,
I think Jordan Love can be the guy. I don't know. When I was watching them play, it just felt like you knew Dak wasn't going to make like a mistake that was going to cost the team almost.
shout out George Pickens too, former Steeler.
Pickett. Uh, a couple great fucking catches this game. Outstanding.
Did he have any crash outs though? Any spectacular crash outs that you
No
witnessed?
crash outs. Jordan Love, like even though this sack came early in the game, it like he missed some throws second half. Like it didn't feel like he got the ball and it was like he's gonna go down there and win the game. Like it felt like he could, or it could just end it with it being punted and have to rely on this defense that is looking worse and worse as the weeks go through.
That's always been my problem with the Packers is that they just seem kind of like meh. They're not horrible, but they're not like Jordan Love just seems meh. Their wide receiver seems meh.
They're like the Steelers of the NFC, and the Steelers are the Packers of the AFC. It's like really great organizations that for like a long time are like meh to good, and whereas the Packers just keep finding really great quarterbacks. You guys are on the opposite spectrum of like we can win with literally just anyone shoehorned in there. I see the Packers unless they write something. I think they could see a massive downward swing like we're seeing. I mean, they lost the Browns and then they've tied the Dallas Cowboys, which is not a great look. Detroit is definitely getting their footing back. So,
damn. Dude, I mean, Josh Jacobs had 86 yards on the ground and 71 yards receiving.
Yeah, dude,
he was
dual
their
threat back.
leading receiver of the day outside of Romeo Dobbs with the 3 touchdowns. But
yeah, it's crazy. I think I'm selling some of my Packers stock. My Packers stock, I think, may have peaked, and I'm ready to cash out some of those chips.
As someone that missed the game, if you're looking at box score, they don't look like they did that bad. What do you think?
So the box score definitely does not show it. I think if you watch that game, it was definitely a lot of you saw the good with the Packers, but a lot you saw the inconsistencies with them, and I think that could be definitely if you're making a deep playoff push, a Super Bowl run, you can't have games where you just stall out on drives randomly. Like you miss a wide open, I think it was Romeo Dobbs on a 3rd and 2, just sails over his head. That would have given him a first down, at the 17-yard line of the Cowboys' territory. It was just small things that I think, if you look at it, you're like, oh, are those really important? But if you you know ball, if you know ball, then yeah, those are important.
Ball.
And we know ball.
We know ball.
Missing those short opportunities, moving the chains, continuing and sustaining drives are a key thing in this sport. And while he had some great numbers and they both really played pretty well, I just think you could see the potential downswings of Jordan Love were apparent in that game.
Packers fall. Well, they don't fall. They remain the same at 2-1-1.
2-1. It's ties. Goddamn, ties in football are so weird.
And now the Cowboys are 1-2-1. The Cowboys, to me, are a little shocking.
Yeah, so their offense is definitely playing a lot better than I thought it
Even
was,
without
especially now
CD.
with CD going down. Uh, their secondary is surprisingly bad. Like we all thought it was going to be like the pass rush and the run D were kind of be the things like they were like a bet. This pass defense is not good, and I know
That's probably
Travion
an account
Diggs
of
is not.
Micah Parsons.
Obviously, Micah Parsons not being there, but I think Diggs, their corner, is not playing. I think he's been having some injury problems. But like, yeah, that the pass defense, that secondary is not great. So their defense is definitely something to be obviously worried about, especially like when you lose Micah, that's going to happen. But their offense is definitely something that I did not expect to be so high powered. I'm gonna go definitely with that.
What's interesting is that we are now 5 weeks into the season, and the Lions are now winning that division. The team that everyone thought was going to fall off. I think that's quite interesting.
Day one Lions, baby. Let's go Detroit.
And the only
Dan
loss that they
Campbell
have is
biting kneecaps.
the Packers. That's their only loss. But I mean, I don't know.
Again, that's looking more and more like a week more. Oh, that's just week one than a story for the season.
I expect more out of this Packers team, and while I don't think that they're horrible, I just was expecting a little bit more. Like
I was expecting
wins
them
against
to-
the Cowboys, maybe.
Cowboys. Not fucking tie. With 40-point tie. It's the second highest
Technically, they
scoring
didn't
tie in
lose.
NFL, by the way.
Was that scoregami?
I don't think it was scoregami. It could have been. I'm not sure.
That's my favorite thing to track throughout the season.
I love seeing scoregamis.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Do we want to get into Bucks Eagles or Chiefs Ravens? Because I think these are both like two very different games.
Do we want to end on a positive note or a negative note? Because I think
Do we want to end on bashing Lamar or do we want to end on praising Baker?
Bluetooth disconnect. Bluetooth connected.
I think you said it perfectly there. That's kind of where I'm getting at. Is let's do a Ravens Chiefs.
All right, we're ending on praising Baker. So, Lamar. 14 for 20, 147 yards, a TD, a pick.
And a pulled hammy.
And a pulled hammy. Listen, so I'm not gonna go out there and be like, oh, he's definitely faking it. I definitely think he tweaked something.
I don't want to call the
he
man
was
a
like-
liar, but
I think he tweaked something and was like, and if it was a close game, he probably been like, yeah, I'm going back.
I think the only thing he's tweaking is himself. I think he's furious, man.
Listen, we're gonna get into. He just can't beat the teams.
I am still not of that. Like, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that.
Dude, I don't understand it. I have no. Did he piss off God? Did he piss off a shaman? What did he do?
They
Because
just
you
looked
can't.
off from the jump, and I think there might be a little bit of truth to the pulled hammy, to be honest, because like.
He didn't practice for the past 2 days.
He be getting sacked like crazy these days, and
Yeah.
those are plays that he normally has been able to escape out of, and he hasn't been able to do that. So while I think that's true, I do think that he is frustrated with this.
I think he's
Ravens team.
frustrated, but also, this offensive game plan, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Nothing about this Ravens team makes sense to me. I mean, they really and
That's a fair point.
What's killer is the injuries, because now they're stacking up and they are 1-3, and Lamar's out for the next couple weeks.
Lamar's out for the next potential couple weeks. He's definitely out for this week. He could come back before their bye week. I don't see it. There's a good chance they go 1-5 into their bye. I think
Then they need to just straight up run the table, and I mean, we already been known this, but the first seed is way out of question. Like it's not even.
The first
They're
seed's
cooked
now.
for that. They might not even win their division.
Yeah, which is wild.
Let's look at some of these.
I mean,
stats.
Baltimore had 166 yards rushing to Kansas City's 118. I think that's misleading because they did not use Derrick Henry nearly enough.
76 of those yards were Justice Hill, which I like Justice Hill as a weapon, but when you have Derrick Henry on the team, I think you gotta kind of sprinkle that in a little bit more.
He had 6 first or second down carries in the entirety of the game. On first or second down, they ran the ball a total of 6 times. That's wild. Yeah, how are you not giving it to him at least every other down?
And that's kind of his move. Is like you need to work him until he
in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, usually is when he breaks that 2 tacklers and goes for a 67-yard TD run. Is because he has now worn down the linebackers and the safeties of trying to tackle that huge behemoth of a man. But when you don't give him the runway, he's trying to get the runway in the third quarter, but that's easier to tackle because he's not getting that momentum speed he usually does, and he doesn't put that pressure and the wear and tear on the linebackers and safeties that he usually does. Like I get Lamar is great at throwing, and we have complimented his passing ability on this show. But like, you need to have a balance. You can't be just chucking it all the time. I mean, we saw in the Chargers game, like they got away from the run, which was a big mistake. You need to have a balance of run to pass. You can't just drop back and throw it 50 times. Like, it's
which
not
is the
just,
one thing that they're supposed to be good at is rushing the ball.
Yeah, like you would think that they'd have a great rushing attack between Lamar, Hill, and Henry. Zay Flowers, like for screen games or jet sweeps in the backfield. Like you would think they'd use their opportunities to use the ground game to improve the pass game, play action that sets up some big plays. I just seems like this team is like, let's throw it in shotgun with like Henry on the side, and see like what happens. Like I'm just not. I'm not understanding the game plan that John Harbaugh is trying to run, and I think it could be a real big issue going forward. I mean, obviously, if they don't make the playoffs, or if they do and they get bounced, I think they might chuck him.
They're not going to fire him in the middle of the season, but
not in the middle of the season.
No, they would, and they. I think what they need to not do is if they manage to make the playoffs and sneak in, they need to fire him regardless, unless he wins a Super Bowl. Like,
yeah,
I don't think like his job should be saved by sneaking into the playoffs. You have a top 3 quarterback in the league.
Absolutely not.
And you have multiple people on defense that like are solid players. You have Derrick, like it's not like they're not the healthiest right now. So I mean, I think we'll give him some leeway with that. But like, you still got Lamar, like, and without like, I mean, he's missing the next couple games, but like you're supposed to pull off these wins. And what's weird about this is like, this is not the team that we saw on opening night against the Bills at all. And
anywhere close.
Not even close. And, this team, I, like, it wasn't just a loss. It felt distraught.
Yeah.
It felt broken. I mean, like, it's like the third quarter. It
felt like a team that
gave up.
Not even gave up, but almost they're coming, I'm going to say, to the realization, like, we just can't fucking beat these guys. Like, we can't beat the Chiefs. We keep losing the Bills. Like, there's just something that we keep shooting ourselves in the foot, or we just seem to, the house of cards collapses every time we play these teams. And, I mean, Mahomes was 25 for 37, 270 yards, 4 TDs, 0 picks. I think, I mean, having Worthy come back was a great help. I'm not going to put all the injuries on the defense to why the Chiefs put up those numbers, but
Mahomes looks
it's
good.
not even like the Chiefs. Mahomes did. It could be a get right back game. I'm
I
not
think
going to
it
say
was.
100% yet.
I am. I mean,
Here's the thing. I want to, but towards the end of it, he was literally throwing at second, third stringers like on the defensive side.
for sure.
But
it seems like at no point in that game, like after,
at no point did the Ravens have a chance. The Chiefs were in control for that entire game.
I think the Ravens scored first.
Yeah,
So you're
they
maybe.
walked down the opening drive with Derrick Henry running the ball like it was a great opening drive, and then after that point,
It just was like
fell apart.
Yeah,
I think Kansas City will get back to their usual kind of rhythm. I just think that I think it's apparent that their margin for error is not what it used to be. And I think at some point in times, that's going to shrink. You're not going to be able to go down 24-0 in a playoff game and then be able to come back. I think as long as they don't let themselves get behind too much, they'll be in every single game.
I'm looking forward to seeing Rashid Rice come back and seeing how that offense evolves. I think that's kind of what I'm holding out on. I think they have righted the ship a little bit.
Yeah,
and they're throwing it to Juju Smith-Schuster.
I'm gonna be one of these guys because I'll kind of do it a little take this. I am someone that when there are extracurricular activities that have accounted for someone's career, Henry Ruggs. I'm going to throw Tyreek Hill. We have seen players get in trouble outside of the sport for what I believe to be are pretty serious things, and we have seen the league, I believe, not care. I'm going to go
unless they're gambling.
Slapping a 6-game suspension on a guy that these people they don't. It doesn't affect them. That doesn't affect them any way whatsoever, or their livelihood. Like Rashid Rice is going to get a nice contract. Like he's going to make money in this league. Like there
just
is
he
no
didn't kill
detriment.
anybody. That's like if
Yeah,
he killed
like
somebody.
there is no detriment to what he did through the legal system and the NFL. Like he got jailed for I think it was like 90 days or something like that, and he got suspended for 6 games for going over 140 miles per hour and causing
I mean, he could have easily had
a multi-car pileup that could have killed people. But the Chiefs players are out here wearing free 6 because God forbid.
I hate that, bro.
Dude,
I'm gonna go on the record and say it. I've never been and you know me, I've never been a Chiefs hater. Right. I kind of respected them. I don't respect that at all.
That's the thing. I don't respect that. There are times when like there are suspensions for what like the performance enhancing drugs, things like that shit. Oh, like that's you're taking Advil and all of a sudden you're on it. Like it's one of those things where like that the drugs for that are so just out of the whack. When you commit a crime, when you break the law, when
you break your kid's leg.
Yeah,
either laws or legs.
I want more than a fucking 6-game suspension. Like, hey, give a year. Give a year. You gave him a year to Calvin Ridley for betting on himself losing. Like,
yeah, DraftKings is the worst thing you could do. Apparently,
but that was my little because I mean,
I think that's a fair rant.
Thing.
I'm glad you brought that up because that did bother me. You know,
that bothered me. Like
usually when you free somebody, it's because it's like they didn't really do anything wrong.
Do it.
Like
they didn't do something really that wrong.
He did it. There's no like.
Yeah.
He got caught for it and he got in trouble for it. So
yeah, that was one of those things I saw that and I was like, oh, I don't want to be that guy, but that made something in my like stomach sink, and I was like, I don't like.
It's kind of gross.
That.
It's kind of.
And
gross.
I'm I'm coming from a fan base that had a literal convicted murderer on our team.
Who? I don't think I recall.
You don't recall? You don't recall that legendary tight end duo of Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez? So quick. Also, just when that story came out, I told my dad that he was a liar and a racist to his face because he was only because that Aaron Hernandez was Mexican, and then like a week later it came out that he actually did that shit.
You're like,
ooh,
you're still racist.
You're still racist.
Yeah, no, I think in a world, and I think this kind of goes a little bit along with Mike Tomlin. Like, in a world Doug Peterson gets fired after a Super Bowl, like, we see coaches let go all the time. Like this.
Yeah.
They are quickly spiraling, and I don't want to, like, keep rehashing it, but it's, like, it's a shame. Because we're missing out on some, like, prime Lamar. I mean, we get the, like, but, like, we want to see Lamar succeed. We get it, but at the same time,
we want to see them succeed, go deep in the playoffs. Like,
yeah.
They lose in the championship game or lose in the Super Bowl, at least we saw them get there. At least we saw them in the games. Like, if you're losing the wild card divisional, it's, like, pretty disappointing.
You think they right the ship?
See it.
But, I mean, because really, you look at this team, and there's, like, what's wrong with it? I feel like you cannot. Now it's the injuries. The injuries have piled up beyond.
At this point, like, if they rate the ship, it'll be pretty spectacular considering the fact all the injuries they have.
But, like, before that, like, they coming into this game, we were still questioning them, and it's like, well, if you look at the team, where are we wrong?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I do think they have the secondary players. I don't think they're as bad as they've shown. They have the run game. Like, Lamar's excellent. Like, they have some solid pass catchers. I'm not going to say they have the best, but, like, I mean, Xavier Worthy is great. Mark Andrews, like, so, like, are they just dysfunctional and, like, or
are they just unlucky? Like, what is it? And that's what I think I keep coming back to. It's like, it has to be something, and I'm just. My thing is, I think this team has a bit of the yips when it comes to playing the top contenders of the league.
Yeah, and they have gotten 3 of them in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, which does take a lot
Bills,
out of
Lions, Chiefs. They will probably. I mean, they might not with Cooper Rush, but you could see them maybe, like, banging out some wins against, like, the Browns or Bengals coming up. Like,
yeah, you would think they would get kind of on a track at some point, but I mean, with Lamar's injury, like, you don't know. Like, they could come out of the bye 1-5. Like,
I want to pull up what games they have coming up next, because that really kind of determines it. He's out. Okay, so they got Texans. They got Texans, Rams, Bears.
Yeah, and then
when is their
so
bye?
they have Texans, Rams, the bye week, and then they come back,
and Lamar should be back by then.
And then it's Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Pats, Packers, Steelers. So it's not like
I see at least 2 losses in there.
Very much could be like. So there's not like world beaters, but I don't know. Like, it's definitely it'll be hard for them to run the entire table.
So there would be 2. I think they got to go 1-1 in their next 2 games, and they have a chance.
Yeah, see. Here's the thing: if they come out of their bye week 1-5, I don't think they make the playoffs.
I mean, but, like, does a 9-8 record, will that get you in the playoffs in the AFC this year? I don't really think so.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm kind of hoping maybe, because that's probably what the Pats record will be, and I really want us to make the playoffs.
I think a 9-8 record can get you in. To be honest, I don't see the AFC seems a little less dominant this season.
Yeah,
You got really top-heavy teams like Bills.
Yeah, it's top-heavy.
And the Chargers, Chiefs, but like the rest of that division, I mean, and someone could come out of the woodworks, but at the moment, I'm not backing out on my Ravens take. Not yet. That is my Super Bowl pick, so I kind of
definitely getting. I think I had them making the championship game, but that's definitely not looking great right now.
I think they gotta go into the next 2 games. I think they can beat the Texans, but the next 2 games, I think they gotta come out 1-1, and then after the bye week, I think while it'll be tough, I think that they can right the ship there.
It'd definitely be tough. They definitely need at least one win out of here. They definitely can't lose both and go coming out of their bye week 1-5.
I think I'd be able to get a decent pass rush on the Texans.
No, yeah, that's fair. I think I could put a mean double move and get CJ Stroud.
I think I'm putting up Reggie White numbers on the Texans. No disrespect.
I'm putting up prime JJ Watt numbers.
I'm getting DPOY after that game alone. Breaking the strand.
I'm breaking the single season sack record in a single game.
I'm not tying it. I'm breaking that shit. Did you see that one play where CJ Stroud got sacked in like a millisecond? Like he didn't. I think they could win that game.
They definitely could. I think they could win that game.
But I think we're on the same page with that. I think the Ravens just look broken and the Chiefs are.
I definitely think they found their footing again. I'm not ready to say they're back to being like completely the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. But
all right.
To our final, and I think one of the sadder games of the week, at least for you and I.
It was sad, but it
was sad because they didn't get the win. But it might have been game of the week and I will say the passer rating they gave my boy, outrageous. Baker, he was 22 for 40, 289 yards, 2 TDs, a pick, an 84.5 passer rating. With all the injuries that Bucs team has now suffered, especially on that offensive line, the fact he was able to put up those numbers with a rookie basically receiver being his like main guy now, insane, absolutely insane against what is thought to be a really good defense in Philadelphia, and also hold Hurts to 15-24, 130. He had 2 touchdowns that suck, and I think a rushing as well. And held Philadelphia to 88 rushing yards. Like that Bucs defense played outstanding, especially in the second half. It was just the 2 turnovers that really, really kind of took the team. And the Baker interception was a heartbreaker. But like when a guy is
rip my heart out, bro.
Heart out, bro.
I was like,
just
because that like. That was his MVP
We're sitting there. It changed over from the Panthers-Patriots game for like bonus coverage, and we're just sitting there, and we're like, Baker has a. So we saw that Baker missed a 4th down. They punted, and the Eagles like went 3 and out, and they were punting the ball back with like 2 minutes left, and we were like, Baker's getting the ball back. Baker's getting the ball back, and we just
Bro, I thought of you immediately.
Dude, I think. Same. I was like, no, we needed Baker. I was like, we needed Baker to pull this. We needed Baker to pull this off.
I like that though. With our differences, we're both rooting for the Bucs a little bit. This is our common ground team.
I will say this is our common team. Baker and the Bucs will be our common field, our sanctuary site.
If you look at the game though, at halftime. Like, I think they were down, like, 20-something to 6, right?
Yeah.
And they rallied back.
77-yarder to Puka.
Yeah. And then
that also screwed me in my fantasy team. The guy I went against had DK and Puka. Both of them had 75+ touchdown catches on me this week.
They both had
crazy.
one catches, just
one catches. Catches is
no, they had more catches. Like
catching a 75+ yard touchdown, each of them, like that's like come on, come on.
That Mbuka play was crazy, dude.
That was crazy.
The one, and just like the Ravens, my opinion on them has not changed. Them a little less. Like I think the Ravens, there's problems, obviously, with
the Bucks. I just think they need to get healthy.
I think they could have easily won that game. I really do. I think that was one of those losses that you can come away with being a little like, we
didn't play our best, and we were still we were there in the end.
Yeah, because I just wanted to have his MVP moment, like 4-0,
yeah,
with 4 game-winning drives.
I wrote down NFC Championship preview. Eagles Bucks. Eagles Bucks.
I swear they always play each other in the playoffs.
Give me 2. I'd like 2 of those, please.
Bring me my money.
Bring me my money.
We need the soundboard back.
We'll be getting that back.
We'll get it back.
We gotta be you. I should give you the soundboard.
No, I'll get that up and running for next. This week it's a little different with the new setup, but we'll have that up and running next week. That throw with Baker Mayfield running to his right.
Oh my God.
And then through
hawking that shit.
He has crazy arm strength for being called an undersized dude.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That throw was maybe the best we'll see this season. I would put money on it.
Yeah,
through defenders. It just and he did that off balance running to his right. Like I know we said that we're big believers in Baker, but like
he is pulling stuff.
This dude can play
out this season,
and they're making him throw it like 40 times a game. 40 times a game, and that's not usually a recipe for success. But they trust him, and even though he threw a pick at the end, I still think he had a day.
I think he had a great day. I mean, it's a heartbreaker, but it's one of those where you take from this loss, you move on, you play the defending Super Bowl champions tough. You had a chance to win. I think you eat this one, you let it hurt, you let it sting, and you use it as moving on. For the Eagles side of the ball, what's this? Tale of Two Cities? Tale of Two Halves? What's been going on these last few games? First half, nothing. Second half, fireworks. This half, first half, fireworks. Second half, nothing. Brother, I have A.J. Brown. I can't keep going through this. I'm going through some serious mental trauma, wondering if he's going to put up 25 or 2.
Watching the game, I feel like you wouldn't know. I feel like you wouldn't know that he had like 9 targets and 2 receptions for 70 yards. Because there was, he bodied some people.
He did buy
the game, and then you look up and he's like, he hasn't done anything, and you're like, what?
I will say, like 4 of those pass attempts to him were like Jalen Hurts throwing the ball sailing out of bounds, like no shot for AJ to try to make the catch. And I think I heard Dan Orlovsky talking a little about this. I mean, it's a good quality to have. Jalen Hurts just won't put the ball up in dangerous positions. And unfortunately, A.J. Brown is a really good turning 50-50 balls into 90-10 balls. And Jalen Hurts, I think, is just more cautiously aware of the fact that 50-50 balls maybe aren't the best way to get the wins. And unfortunately, is now seemingly putting the offense at a stalemate because it's just like they play good for a half, and it's like, all right, clock out. We're done. We put our work in. Defense and special teams carry us the rest of the way.
True. I mean, another
4-0, blocked field goal.
Yeah, they are 4-0 though, so there might be
So
something
that's
to
the
be
thing. They're
said
4-0. They're
about.
winning. Like it's just
And when it
as a
mattered,
supporter,
they stepped up.
I'd like to see like more consistency out of the offense, but
Hmm.
I mean, when you're 4-0, you're 4-0.
Yeah, when do we think they get a loss here coming up?
Let me take a look at their
Eagles
schedule.
schedule.
There they are.
I mean, they got Broncos, Giants, Vikings, Giants, Packers, Lions.
Yeah, I would say the Packers or Lions game because I could see the Packers as trying to like get up for that game, kind of like they did for Week 1, as like a
Hmm.
litmus test. But I could definitely see them losing to the Lions Week 11,
Hmm.
and then Week 17 against the Bills. I see them losing that game.
Yeah.
Depending on the Chargers' injuries and how they look, Week 14 will be a close game, but I would still take the Eagles.
I also like what I heard out of the announcer too is like those some of those passes that Mike Evans would get might bring them closer to like what they want that offense to look like. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
he's
yeah,
the experienced guy that like.
and that's what I mean about like the like their injuries, like their offensive line too. Once they get back Tristan Wirfs and their other tackle
Hmm.
and I think their other backup tackle, like their offensive line will be healthy, which will get Baker more time, which will get the wide receivers more time to get open, and like can get Bucky Irving more options to run. Like I think this team just needs to get healthy. They just need to get their guys back and
Yeah,
hopefully
and they just got
get to the playoffs completely healthy. And I think this team could make a real run.
Chris Godwin back too.
Yeah,
So I mean, even though
they
he
need to
was
work
on the
him back in.
field, yes, and they'll work all these guys in. But
Yeah, I think it'll
I'm a
definitely
big
try to
fan
work
of
those
this.
guys in. But I'm big Bucks believer.
Big Bucks,
We're big Bucks guys.
big Bucks,
Big Bucks guys.
big Bucks guys, baby,
Making money moves.
making money moves.
Gotta
All
make some
right.
money moves. But with some money moves comes some money MVP ballots. This week was a weird one. Some guy like I had a guy fall completely. I had a guy take a loss and kind of stay where he was. It's some it's a weird, not weird I would say, but like I think we're slowly starting to kind of see who is going to be in this race for the season.
I agree.
And,
I got to fall off.
oh, you got to fall off. All right.
Now he
I
didn't
don't-
fall off completely, but he's down a little bit, which I don't think is his fault. But I just,
So
I'd like to see your
I'll start us off.
list. Yeah.
Coming at 5, cracking my MVP top 5 for the first time this season, we have Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions. Boys out here slinging it at 3-1. I mean, other than that Packers game where he looked pretty. I mean, that entire team just kind of looked out of sorts. He's been dealing. And it looks great. Offense is creative. He's been putting great balls. He has been killing it. Like he's a great pocket quarterback. You just give him time, he's going to deliver great balls. And I think he's been playing great for the offense right now. And definitely the engine of that team kind of. I know they have that dual running backs situation, but I think they trust him and he's their guy. And he definitely lets Dan Campbell lets that team know that he is one of their de facto leaders in how he plays. And he's definitely been stepping up for them. In 4, I believe, dropping a bit from last time is Justin Herbert. Herbert did drop quite a bit. It does hurt when you lose to the Chargers. He did not play particularly well. He had some weird things, like a tip ball to a defensive lineman who caught it and ran it back. That game felt like kind of like the old Chargers. And that in a bad way, like that sense of like, oh, you just find ways to lose. You found ways to kind of shoot yourself in the foot like 3 different times. But I still believe in Herbert. I think he's going to be fine. I just think the offensive line needs to get healthy because they are getting real banged up as well.
Yeah, they just
And
lost Joe Alt.
Yeah, hopefully not for this season. And their running game just needs to help him out a bit. But I think Herbert's still been playing great. It does suck you take a loss to the Giants, but what are you going to do? Number 3, although he took a loss, he took a step in my heart. I have Baker Mayfield in my top 3 of the MVP ballots, coming at number 3. It sucks that he lost to my number 2 guy, Jalen Hurts. But it's one of those things where he played outstanding. His stats were okay. I think he played better than the stats showed, especially that passer rating. I think really kind of fucked him. But all those injuries on the Bucs that we talked about, and he has had that team at 3-1. He is carrying this team to what I think is going to be another division title. He is definitely the backbone and the heart of that team. And Jalen Hurts is the backbone and heart of his team. I think it's one of those things where he just does what he needs to in order to put this team in a position to win every game. Whether that be not turning the ball over, making use of his legs and the tush push, understanding the flow of the offense, and for apparently halves of football throwing up numbers, and then realizing that he's like, team sport. Let me reel it back in. He's been playing pretty good. The team's 4-0. It's hard to disagree with that. Although when your number 1 guy has been playing outstanding and his team is undefeated, it's hard to not think Josh Allen is the MVP of the league right now. I mean, just playing fantastic football, either best quarterbacks or second best quarterback in the league right now. And your team's 4-0. Like, it's one of those things where he's got the stats and he's got the wins. So right now, like, it's hard to not have him atop your MVP ballot, I think. And that would be my 5. We have Allen, Hurts, Baker, Herbert, and Goff. I have a feeling that
Bless you.
Thank you. That some of those bottom 3 guys could make a run. Could make a run for the top spot. I could definitely see Hurts falling a little bit in the future.
I'll go over my list in just a second, but I do kind of agree with that. And I want to preface my list by saying that a lot of these guys, it's like inches. It really is.
Yeah,
like,
we're splitting hairs, and that's what I believe. Like when it comes to MVP and Hall of Fame, it should be splitting hairs and like the cream of the crop.
Yeah, because I got one guy that I had on my list, and I'll just give him an honorable mention.
All right.
I think Patrick Mahomes is kind of dealing a little bit this last couple weeks.
It was honestly, it was him or Goff. It was him or Goff.
I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna put him on just yet, but just look out a little bit for that. He threw 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
he's been playing.
He's been playing some pretty good ball.
Pretty good ball. But at number 5, I think this guy needs some considerable MVP consideration right now. My boy Puka Nacua.
Oh, okay.
I have him at number 5. Right now he ranks number 1 in yards with 503. That is 101 more yards than the second closest. And right now he's at 40.
Fuck. Sorry. You said Puka Nacua, and I was like, I'm going against him in fantasy. He had 3 points when I last looked. Let me take a look. Well, guess what? He caught a touchdown. He's up to 15.1. So
there we go.
Fuck myself.
I spoke it into fruition.
Yeah, can you not?
That was right there.
I need to talk shit at work. This is my work league. I need to talk shit at work.
Let me glaze him for a minute. He's at 42 receptions right now. All right, and that's
that's wild.
That's through 4 games.
That's insane.
If you look at some of this Rams team, we all think this Rams team is pretty solid. We'll see if they end up on either of our toxic 10s tomorrow. But when you look at the production, I think that's kind of where the wins are coming from. He is the number one. His touchdowns aren't high right now. I mean, if you look at the touchdowns, like my God, like Amon-Ra Brown has 6 touchdowns right now, and
Crazy.
Puka only has 1. But I think touchdowns can be such a fluky thing. Like you look at players like Julio Jones, like he's had like 1 touchdown seasons. Like it's those yards and those catches, and he is Matt Stafford's reliable guy. And I don't think like for a team like that, like Stafford's been playing good, but like I do think it's on account of how good Puka's been.
I definitely can see that.
Not just to. Sorry.
No, I mean, I think Puka's been just playing incredible and definitely has taken that spot of like Cooper Kupp used to be, of just being that number one, like, I'm going to get open literally every single route. And I'm going to be the guy that's going to be your security blanket. And for having Matt Stafford to have a guy like that, and he's used to having guys like that. I mean, he had Megatron for fucking like 6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's having Puka is a great shout out for a wide receiver.
I mean, I think that's another good word to describe him too, a security blanket. I don't think he's just like, you have some of these guys that just put up like stats and stats and stats, but it's like he's
their first quarterback.
Yes, and
every single play,
receptions, even if it's short, like he's doing it all. You know what I mean? Like you can have guys that put up wild numbers, like Amon-Ra St. Brown, but that you can see that's like, it's kind of like the flow. You know what I mean? Like it's just he is that Rams team right now. So I'm putting him at 5. And a wide receiver has never won MVP, and this year is probably not it, but it's a good start.
I thought Jerry Rice won MVP once.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, it's like a kicker has won fucking MVP. I don't think that will never happen again. But a wide receiver, the other closest was, I remember, not even just as like a homer take in 2017 or 2018. There was a lot of buzz around Antonio Brown getting MVP that year. Until he got hurt like the last 3 games. And probably wasn't going to happen anyway. There's a reason that they don't give it to wide receivers. But, I mean... And you know what? Another point for Puka Nacua is you look at these guys like Jamar Chase and, like, it disappears. Well, at least right now, has disappeared, you would say. And
I'll say it is hard when your quarterback's throwing solely to the other team.
For sure.
But solely to the other jerseys.
AJ Brown. Like, Puka has been the consistent wide receiver this year. He is the guy that he was touted out to be. And I feel like we haven't had, like, a great... I don't know, like, the wide receivers this year...
No, they have not played as...
I mean, like, the top 5 right now are Jackson Smith and Jigba, Quentin Johnson. Ricky Pearsall is ranked 4 in receiving yards. Like... It's not the guys that, like, you normally see up there.
Everyone expected. Yeah.
So
Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill and all that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Our 4 are very similar, though. I have Herbert.
Okay.
At 4. What can you say? I don't necessarily think it's his fault. I think a lot of those losses are on other things, like the run game not being there, O-line banged up. Like,
yeah. It was one of those, I think it was, again, that weird game. Tip balls, defensive linemen getting hit.
Kind of a fluky game, but I don't think you can really lose to the Giants. And still be my number one guy. Maybe that's a little too harsh, because I don't think the Giants, obviously I have them making the playoffs, but like, when you look at some of these other guys, like Baker Mayfield's my 3rd, and Jalen Hurts is my number 2.
Okay, so we literally have
and Josh Allen is, no, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is number 1. No,
Danny Dimes.
But you just look at that point, it's just a pecking order thing. Like Baker lost to Jalen Hurts, and then
Herbert
Josh Allen.
To the Giants. And then Hurts and Allen are both undefeated, but Allen's playing better than Hurts.
But like I said, it's inches. Like
game of inches.
A game of inches. Like you really could like Baker and Jalen could be switched. I don't necessarily think Baker played worse. I just think that he lost, and I think Jalen Hurts needs the props for like being a 4-0 team,
putting his team in a place to win every single week.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think like his wide receivers are like helping him all that much. Like he is kind of like going out there and proving that like maybe he is a top 10 guy.
Maybe.
And then Josh Allen.
Yeah. Like it's one of those, it's not that, again, not that like, oh, this is the obvious, but I think we can kind of see who the runners right now are, and it's going to be Allen Hurts, I think Baker, Herbert, and then it's going to be, I think, Goff, Mahomes. I think it's going to be that kind of like group. Puka could make noise if he continues on with this great wide receiver season.
I thought about Goff. I did, but
it's one of those things where I think we just need to see how it continues to play.
But like I also kind of think that like with Goff, the thing that made me leave him off my MVP watch is you could see like Jahmyr Gibbs being like the premier guy on that offense. Like he does have. I don't want to do the whole like, well, he has a lot of help, so like he still needs to deal and is the leader of that offense. But like, Jahmyr Gibbs is like might be the MVP of the Lions team. So
could be. I mean, Amon-Ra could be the MVP of that Lions. Like it's definitely one of those teams where I'm gonna kind of reference it like this. There was a lot of talented musicians in that orchestra. I think Jared Goff is a wonderful conductor in making sure everyone is in sync and harmonized together and all showing off to their best of their abilities, but keeping the sound the same, keeping the harmony of the team in rhythm and in flux.
And I think that's fair. I'm a big Goff guy myself, but like I don't know, the trombone Jahmyr Gibbs and
he is definitely a saxophone guy.
Okay.
Don't you dare disrespect Jahmyr Gibbs by calling him the trombone. God damn.
David Montgomery is the trombone.
Jahmyr Gibbs' name.
Jahmyr Gibbs is the saxophone. Okay. Because they
Amon-Ra's a trumpet. You 3 buttons, all those notes, so much talent.
But we'll see. I definitely consider him. I think I will say Josh could fall because
that's the thing.
I think he had that one big game against the Ravens.
Could fall to Drake May and the Patriots.
Not going to happen.
On Sunday Night Football, 8:20, Orchard Park. The battle.
I mean, he had that
the revenge wind game.
No, it's not going to happen. I'm just going to say it right now. Like, his wins have come against the Ravens,
the Dolphins,
but then you got the Jets, Dolphins, Saints, and then the next win against the Patriots. I mean, he's playing great, but
he is playing great. But I think the Patriots game is going to be a good test for both teams because if we play the Bills well, play the Bills hard, then it's okay. Patriots are probably maybe a little bit better than they've shown, or the Bills are not as potentially a great as defense or offense as everyone thought, or the Bills blow us out and everyone's like, yeah, see, the Bills are great. They fucking blow out the bad teams and keep up with the good teams. And I'll cry myself to sleep again.
You got the win this week.
We got trust me, you didn't cry.
You apologize to Luke yet?
Did I apologize to Luke?
That wasn't a quick enough answer.
I don't think so.
An apology, bro.
I don't think I did. I did set up a mini golf course the other day while we had to stay at work. We had to stay at work behind for this big company thing. Mm-hmm. But I was like, guys, while we listen to this meeting, I'm setting up a mini golf course in the bank, and we're gonna do it. And we literally, I had 5 holes set up. And we fucking played putt in the middle of this meeting.
That's fucking awesome. I love that for you.
Everyone was like, thank you for doing this, and I was like, okay, I did not expect all this
admiration.
Yeah, yeah,
Praise.
guys, the stoner just didn't want to sit and listen to the meeting. I just like.
Alrighty. So
All right.
I think that's a wrap up of week 4.
I think a wrap up for today. How are the 49ers and
Oh yeah, we can.
Rams doing right now? I think. Oh, great! We're gonna lose the Yankees 4-0.
This is not a baseball podcast.
I'm sorry, but the Red Sox are taking the Yankees, and I really thought we might have a chance, but I guess we don't. 20-20.
I hate both those teams.
Oh, I have 21 points now. Oh, did he throw a third touchdown? He did. Is it gonna be the fucking? Okay, it wasn't.
I'm liking this new setup though. I brought it up to you earlier. Because right now would be prime time to do some live reactions to a game.
Yeah, no, it definitely would be.
I like that aspect of being able to be like, oh, they just scored.
Oh, did you see me go fuck when Puka scores again?
Yeah.
God,
the timing on that was crazy. I'm like,
you said it.
Puka,
I was like,
MVP, and you're like, fuck. I'm like, I didn't know you hated
not.
my take that bad.
Told me.
I'll edit this out.
Just a voice over me going, fun.
All right.
But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode, guys. We will be filming the next episode tomorrow, which will be giving all our picks for week 5, other than the Rams 49ers game, which we're each going to just give us a win for. And then going over what would be our top 10 teams in the league. And I will say, I think I have a weird bottom half of my top 10 list.
I can't.
Top 5, I think, are pretty. One could be controversial. I think the bottom 5 are like a weird kind of mix and matchup of teams right now.
Without spoiling it, just like the MVP watch, it's like it's just a weird mesh of like good. You know what I mean?
Teams you thought would be there and teams you really didn't think were going to be there.
Yeah, like it's just like all these teams are good. I'm failing to see a lot of great teams at the moment, but we will get into that on the next episode of Toxic Timeout.
We will get that. We will get that to you guys at the next timeout.
Hey. Adios. I don't like that. I need that machine here.
Yeah, we need to get one for you.
We need to get one for me. I might.
We might just spend the money for that.
I might just.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Love you guys. Thank you again for listening.